Now we start from the beginning, because being makes you visible. What is visible can be judged. What can be judged can be hurt. You gave up on being so you wouldn't get hurt. A question. You know the answer, but you won't say it, not even to yourself. When did being become a choice for you? Or did it never become one? Everyone knows this sentence. No one knows what it says. To be or not to be. It was taught to you like a line from a play. This is not a line from a play. This is your every morning. When you wake up, when you pick up your phone. In that second, you make a choice. You don't even notice. Stop for a second. How much of you were you today? How many times did you say, I'm fine to someone? You weren't. This wasn't a lie. This was a way of surviving. There is something no one ever told you. Not being sometimes feels safer. You'll see why shortly. When you were little, you were asked a question. What will you become when you grow up? But no one ever asks this. Who will you become when you grow up? That's the difference. What is a role? Who is a truth? How many years have you been answering a role? Playing a role is not existing. It's just being visible. Hamlet wasn't afraid of dying in that scene. He was afraid of continuing to live, because living is sometimes heavier, because existing requires choice. Choice means responsibility. Responsibility means pain. Most people run from pain, not from existing. In a moment, I'll show you 3 reasons why you chose not to be without noticing every day. But first, we'll enter a scene. Your scene. Think of a person sitting in a meeting. They have an idea. They don't say it. Why? Because being means risk. Not being means safe. That person could be you. Your meeting could be not expressing an opinion at home. The other day, midnight, the phone light illuminates your face. You're writing a message. You delete it. You write again. You delete again. In the end, you don't send it. At that moment, you weren't. You just deleted a version of existing. This seems like a small moment. It's not. This is the template of your life. Every day in a small version. The unsaid sentence. The untaken step. The unasked question. They all say the same thing. Being right now is not safe. Do you remember? I said not being sometimes feels safer. This is why. Because being makes you visible. What is visible can be judged. What can be judged can be hurt. You gave up on being so you wouldn't get hurt. No one taught you this. You learned it yourself. But that's not the real question. The real question is this. Is not being really protecting you? Or is it just slowly erasing you? There's no answer here. There's just a gap. You'll fill that gap. Hamlet's tragedy wasn't death. It was indecision. Neither to be nor not to be. Hanging in the middle. You know this feeling too. You don't fully resign. You don't fully stay. You don't fully speak. You don't fully stay silent. Hanging in the middle is the most exhausting place. In a moment, I'll show you 3 mechanisms. These are the things that push you towards not being. There's one of them. I saved it for last because it's the most disturbing one. You think you are realistic. Actually, you are afraid. You think you are calm. Actually, you are frozen. You think you are patient. Actually, you are postponing. These words are protecting you from seeing the truth. Reason 1: invisibility gives security. When a person is not visible, they are not judged. When they are not judged, they are not hurt. That's why you shrink. In the meeting, at the table, in the relationship. This is exactly what you do. Reason 2: choice makes loss real. As long as you don't choose, every possibility is still possible. The moment you choose, all other paths close. That's why you don't choose. This is exactly what you do. Reason 3: habit becomes identity. First, it was a fear. Then it became a habit. Now it has become you. Subscribe to my channel and find more content for yourself. The moment you say, I'm just like this, what you actually mean is, I stayed like this. This is exactly what you do. Identity sometimes is just a fear repeated for a long time. You see this pattern everywhere. In relationships, if I say I love them, I'll lose them, you say. You don't say it. You lose them anyway, just more slowly. At work, you don't defend your idea. Be realistic, you say to yourself. Actually, you're just staying silent. In the family, there's a sentence not said for years. Everyone knows. No one says it. When talking to yourself, you can't even say, maybe I'm right. You immediately correct yourself. In your habits, you wake up at the same time, take the same road, say the same sentences. This is security, or just repetition. Now I'll ask something. Don't answer right away. Sit, think. When was the last time you really said no and stood behind that no? Most people can't answer this question. You might not be able to either. This is normal, but there's something you need to notice. Every sentence you postpone, every moment you swallow, every idea you shrink is gathering, accumulating somewhere, and one day, quietly, without you even noticing, that accumulation causes you to forget that you are you. Now you're just playing your role, and the role makes you feel more and more comfortable, because the role doesn't require a choice. Here is the real question. To be or not to be is not a choice. It's a habit. Every day, little by little, you are choosing not to be, and you think this is security. But this is not security. This is a slow disappearance. I'm not telling you that existing requires courage. Existing just requires noticing. Today, right now. How many times have you chosen not to be? Do you remember the sentence from the beginning? You never chose to be. You just didn't stop. Now you understand. Stopping was a choice. You just didn't didn't see it as a choice, because choice means responsibility, and you ran from responsibility. For years, quietly, I hid something at the very beginning, the most disturbing one. Here it is. You already knew. Even before watching this video, you just couldn't dare to say it. Even now, can you say it? There's one more thing I haven't mentioned. When you choose not to be, someone else notices this and benefits from it. Don't forget, come with me. In the next video, I talked about you. Subscribe to my channel and find more content for yourself.